Easy Mizzy on Mac. HS on deck, no meds, my S bake off with gap. Yes.
Yo, such one for bad another reaction. Of today's video, we got Huncho and NASA Nova with their new song Take Trips. Without any further ado, let's get into this one. I think the album's gonna be called Evil Twins. I think they've got an album they're cooking up.
Don't talk about points if we're not winning, they're 100% they're lying. Opposite gang keeps dying, I laugh when they drop every day, I'm smiling. How can they claim my body, they know themselves, they didn't touch, trust.
I don't know if I've been out of touch with the scene. I haven't heard of any deaths recently, but feel free to let me know in the comments. But yeah,
scored, but they never scored no points on us. No way. Certified drillers and they know the whack. Yeah,
drill's just funny, like when they drop lyrics like that, but then there's proof that things have happened. It's just very funny. Like literally every single drill artist must have said something like, "Oh, they've never scored points on us." But like, really and truly, someone between the two of you has to be lying.
Drill on the track, somebody gets penny off crack. Pussies, they got certified rats.
Did he just say someone gets spenny off crack?
Scored no points on us. No way. Certified drillers and they know the whack. They only drill on the track. Somebody gets penny off crack. Pussies, they got certified rats.
Yeah, he did. And also he said they only drill on the track. I feel like I've heard someone from 1-4 say that as well. Yeah.
I'm trying to hide and curve me, cause I ain't full turn, he's back James Worthy. Proper, we got no mercy, that bust on his head, he'd be hanging at Hermes.
Did he say he ain't shot two, but he's back James Worth? I don't know if that's an Australian athlete or something.
Somebody gets penny off crack, pussies, they got certified rats. I'm trying to hide and curve me, cause I ain't full turn, he's back James Worthy. Proper, we got...
Yeah, two in his back, James Worth. Yeah, definitely an Australian athlete that I don't know of. Maybe a cricketer, a rugby player... I'm not too sure. Maybe even a footballer. I don't know. In the... What's your league called? Is it the A-League? I think, yeah, you lot got the A-League.
My hitters take trips. If it's not them, then I'm down the strip. Telling the clip with a fuck off stick. If it's on my hip, then a Glock gets hit. Hey. My hitters take trips. If it's not them, then I'm down the strip.
Also, it must be said, these two are very good duo. I can't lie. The music they've been making recently is very, very good. Even this.
Fuck off stick. If it's on my hip, then a Glock gets hit. Back in the day, used to back my blade. Roll 2 man deep when I slash man's face. I'm more grown now, gotta act my age, but I won't hesitate to slap that cage. So you best be cautious, winning this beef, how many get fallen? Always on go like Diego, bro, but I move like Aura, I'm always exploring. Me and my bro just cooked up an album, better act right or it's gonna get left. Don't get stuck in the middle like Malcolm, chill with them, you will get chef. Too many rappers lying on drill, we ride on drill cause we ride to... Look at the news, you'll see my crew, so you don't gotta ask who's real. I don't gotta talk about get back, last time I checked, they're the ones that's losing. They're trying to get back, but they got sent back, so now they're trying to do music.
Also, I don't know if they've done it on purpose, but the way the L of evil and the T of twins is spaced, it looks like the front cover of It, the movie franchise It. I don't know if they've done that on purpose, but the L looks like an I, and it looks like it spells out It, and obviously that's got very, very scary connotations to that franchise. So that adds to the evil narrative. I don't know if they've done it on purpose, but if they have, even if they haven't, they should say that they have, because that's genius.
Cops are a nuisance, they don't rap how they live, it's mad confusing. I'm bad on the beats, I'm bad in the streets, you can ask anyone, it's proven. Hey, my hitters take trips, if it's not them, then I'm down the strip. Telling the clip with a fuck off stick, if it's on my hip, then a Glock gets hit. Hey, my hitters take trips, if it's not them, then I'm down the strip. Telling the clip with a fuck off stick, if it's on my hip, then
the beat is crazy.
If I like this stick, then you're in the box, cause we can't match, I'll ruin it. All the way through with it, no more fluids, but I'll drill a screw in it. Heard that dog was running his mouth cuts, you got the drop. Eat my bread, let me grab that bowl, I'll jump in the honey and be at the spot.
Eat to our bridge, and they're mixing two cultures together, the Australian and the Jamaican.
30, nobody talks on a 30 or 30, I'm close to the spot, so I'll be a bit early, I'm ready to jump out the car and get lurky. I'm here now, lad, let's run this shit. When we see them dogs, I'ma bun that bitch. I'll juice this clip in my Gucci fit and I'll show them trip. I'll jump out the back, let's get that belly on deck. I'll lay at his chest and head. Through these bars, then take that left. Like that street there? Yeah, I can turn left. I put that clip in the whack. It's done, cuz you know the whack. Bro, watch for the D's, you know they got racks. Cuz fuck that shit, they know we got straps. Is that dog there? Yeah, what's good, lad?
Like, they're just having a chat about it. That is crazy. Initial thoughts on that one there. It's only just dawned on me. I think they have dropped the album. Actually, I think that is what's going on. So, actually, no, I don't even know. They dropped this one, and then they dropped Fatality as well. So I guess I can do that one after. But, yeah. So I'm assuming they got more songs off that album to drop. So might as well actually just do Fatality now actually, and then let me just do that actually. I can't lie. Let me just do that. I'll be so raw. We'll just kill two birds with one stone. I've never done this, but let's do it now. Because this song's only 1 minute 47. And then I'll give my thoughts on both of them at the end.
Big sticks for the ops. Big spliff for the ops. Let's get it. 60 Spartan, anything moves in my hood, we charge them. Better pay tax to the ones we spark them. Shut down gang, we finish and start them. Trust me. Who's gone missing? These boys are joke. Scored no points, but they talk that smoke. Half your team's been touched.
This beat is crazy.
Pussy. Got big machines like we want rape. But we want work, but we want blood. Take that mission, I'll make it rain. Then let it flood.
The way some artists in drill say certain phrases, and it's literally the way they say it, because everyone says crazy things, but it's the way some people say it. Like, the way they say it is just very nuts. Like, the way he said, we want raves, but we want blood. I was like, where'd this come from? Even that echo in the background saying, but we want what? Sound like one demon film.
Then let it flood. Window down, I'll lean out the window and hit that Ricky. Get caught at the loss.
Yeah, make it rain and then let it flood. So like it's just total chaos.
Like who's got in their city pussy? It's time to lurk, trying to do more worse than hurt. When I see blood spill on the turf, I ain't trying to send these men to the nurse. I'm out trying to put their face on shirt.
I think this beat is better than the last one. Not that the last one wasn't good. The last one was very good. This beat is just brazy.
First and write my verse, I would not rap if I done no work. I don't want to hear no chat about cap. They know there is no lie in my words. I ain't trying to run no chat on tracks. We really draw up, so we let that flat. Shama Loco can say that's facts, or ask YP if you think that's cap. Ops get got and put.
You say ask YP if you think that's cut. Fam, there's gonna be so much crud on this album.
If I done no work, I don't want to hear no chat about cap. They know there is no lie in my words. I ain't trying to run no chat on tracks. We really draw up, so we let that flat. Shama Loco can say that's facts, or ask YP if you think that's cap. Ops get got and put in spliffs. My right hand swing when I catch that stick. He missed his shots while you aim at kids. Will we let him live? God forbid. Hey, fuck that side. Get put in a split, big G45. They don't want nothing, let's get to reply. No cap, get caps, come ride and die. I swear on the gang, sticks for the enemies. Coffee and clips, changing your energy. Get shot like Hennessy. Who's real, they're fake. We're what they pretend to be. We're what they pretend to be. We're feeding these dogs.
We're what they pretend to be is a crazy cold thing to say.
Fishing out pedigree, that's how I got the remedy. 4 5 slugs will sing in my melody. Straight ops, no empathy. If I jump out the car, I'll show them my specialty.
So the song's called Fatality, and the last sound on the track is just that noise from, I believe, Mortal Kombat. Brazy. Made a lot of sense to just do them both in the same video. I can't lie, if that song's barely 2 minutes long, might as well just mix it together. Never done it before, but this is the perfect opportunity, because it does seem like the rest of the songs on the album are gonna drop in due course. It's a bit weird that they've just dropped 2 random visualizers like that at the same time, unless that is the whole EP, but I highly doubt it, because then that would make it about 3 songs. And yeah, the way they referenced the existence of an impending album in the first song makes me Take Trips, makes me highly doubt that this is all that they'll be releasing for it. Anyways, with that being said, I feel like they both complement each other. One of them's called Take Trips, one of them's called Fatality. So when they take the trips, it results in a fatality. That's kind of the theme that they got going on. So that makes a lot of sense. They do definitely complement each other. Because yeah, I mean, the songs, there's been some random names in drill for songs, so like it's very easy to just throw out 2 songs that don't really have anything to do with each other, despite them being the same artists and the same genre. They can be very different, but I feel like these 2 songs weren't. The first song, the beat was very good, but I feel like the second one, that sample, that vocal track running throughout the song, the way it did, just created like an eerie kind of setting, and like, especially like with all the echoes that it had going on in the background, with the final noise you're hearing being Fatality, and that eerie voice that everyone pretty much knows. If you have internet connection in 2022, you've definitely heard that noise by now, and the connotations of that noise, what that noise typically means if you're hearing it. especially on the game itself, the deaths are very, very brutal. So hearing that noise just paints a very graphic picture in your head. And that's if they haven't already done it through the lyrics that you're hearing on both tracks, especially that second one when they're saying, "We'll let him live, God forbid." Like, that's just a very crazy sentence to come out of your mouth. Like, it's just a very, very crazy sentence. But yeah, that being said, I enjoyed both the songs. I feel like in the first song I realized that they are really a good duo. I'm talking about complementing each other. I feel like they do complement each other. The way they rap, they interchange who's actually rapping at each point, and I feel like there's some points when you can't even really tell that they have done that. Reminds me a lot of one of my very, very favorite songs called Yosemite by Gunna. You know, the Ice on My Neck, Flowers Baguettes, Hop Up Legit, Belly Geres, that song. On the second verse, they switch. In the video, it's obvious, but sometimes when you're listening, if I wasn't told, I would never have clocked that Travis Scott actually comes on the second verse. But you know the bit when it goes to the top of the text, in a clip like I will be JBS is on, like that bit, they switch and you can't actually tell unless you're watching the video. But on the audio, they sound very similar. When Gunna takes back over, you can't really tell unless you're actually paying attention or unless you really know the song. Like, I know the song by now, so I know. But if you're listening to the song for the first time, you won't be able to tell. And I feel like I just had the experience again here on both the songs, really. I feel like there were bits where when I started thinking about it, I was like, wait a minute, who is that? I can't really tell. Like, they both have kind of twangs to their voices, obviously with the Australian accents. You lot all have a twang to your voice naturally, but I feel like Nasanova's voice is very notable. Less so than Huncho's voice. I'd say like Nasanova's voice is just very like unique, like the way it sounds. And still there were some points when I couldn't actually confirm in my head that it was him on the song rapping at that given moment. But nevertheless, I did enjoy both of them. I'll probably rate Take Trips an 8, and then actually I'll probably give them both an 8. I would have given Fatality an 8.5, but because the fact that they called it that and they had the noise at the end is just cold. But then the fact that it was very like graphic in nature, in content with throughout the song, I feel like it made sense to call it that. And the fact that they did call it that and then ended up making that song out of it, I can respect that. Like, it's on point. They understood the assignment that they set themselves. So it's just because it's not even 2 minutes long, I feel like it would have benefited from being a bit longer, because they were really going in. I can't lie, like, they were saying a lot of crud. On the first track they dissed Spenny, second track they dissed YP, and those are just these two that they've put out. So God knows what else is coming on the rest of this album. I can't lie, as such you want for very nervous. I can't lie, but nah, but obviously I'm unbiased and the music is good. As long as the music's good, I'm happy. I don't care who it is. If the music's good, then I'll tell you that the music's good. I'm not gonna lie just because of who you are. So yeah, man, I think they're both 8 out of 10s. And company that with Relevant that they dropped a few weeks before, which we can probably safely assume is also on the album. Yeah, I think you lot should be very excited for what's about to come. I think they're going to release a very good body of music. It'll be interesting to see if they get any features on or whatever, but yeah, for now I'd say the future's looking interesting. So yeah, stay tuned, and of course I will be reacting to all of it, because if they're just going to drop visualizers on YouTube, then that's calm. So yeah, but I'll probably do like a 1-by-1 type of thing, but we'll see how it ends up happening. But anyways, for now, I've been Huncho14. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, enjoyed it, subscribe if you're new. I'll be back again. Shoot.